Hi guys, welcome to the channel, and here we have, as you can see, two hardback books which have come my way this week. We have Atlas Comics Library number 2, Venus, which was sent to me by a friend, and we then also have the Spectre, the Wrath of the Spectre Omnibus, which I treated myself to from a well-known website with rainforest connections. So I'm going to set up the camera in a second and go through each book one at a time and show you what we have. Okay, back in a tick. And as you can see, whilst setting up the camera to record the flick through the books, I was joined by Roxy the cat, who thought she'd come along and do a little bit of executive producing. Hi guys, we got the camera all set up, and here we have our first book, the Atlas Comics Library Volume 2, Strange Stories of the Supernatural, with Venus, published by Fantagraphics, book number 2 in a series they're producing. I think on their website they've got listings up to volume 7 at the moment, but what I'll do is I'll try and grab a few screen grabs of the other books that are available in the series, quickly put them up on the screen, and you can see what else is available if there's anything that you might want to have a look at. I'll also try and put the Fantagraphics website down the bottom here, and you can check them out. Okay, The Goddess of Love and Horror we've got written up the top here. With this long-awaited volume, Fantagraphics presents 10 never-before collected issues of Marvel's classic 1950s Atlas superhero Venus. A pre-Marvel timely Atlas comic title, Venus began in the late 1940s as a light-hearted romance comic about a goddess taking a job on Earth at a beauty magazine. It's a nice weighty book, hardback edition, and has fabulous card stock type paper, which is absolutely lovely to handle, and really nice looking, and really very well presented and printed. This book itself was actually sent to me by a friend of mine, Alan Harvey, who does a lot of comic book restorations. About a month ago, anybody who's familiar with the channel would have known that I did a quick video, which was a book called Atlas at War, and Alan done the digital restoration on the artwork for that book, and I gave him a bit of a shout out, and he saw the video. And as a little thank you for that, he sent me this book. So I'm really happy to get this book. Really appreciate Alan doing that. It's really nice of him to do that. So what I'll do in this video, I'll quickly put down the bottom also his website, so you can go and check out some of his other work. So go along there and see what else he does. Okay, so in here we have start from issue 10, I believe. Let's just find the first story page. There we go, first story page. And here we go, yes, starts from issue 10 of Venus. Fabulous cover, that. I do like that image, that's absolutely wonderful, that. And there we go. As I think we saw, it even includes original adverts. There we go. It includes even the original adverts from back in the day as well. So let's just slide that along so you can have a better look at that. There we go. Excellent stuff. There we go. Chapter 1, The Devil Strikes. Venus and the Son of Satan. Okay. There we go. Just have a quick flick, pick out some pages at random and have a little look through. As I say, the paper quality on this is absolutely fabulous. It's not glossy pages. As I say, it's like a card stock, but it's nice feeling paper. It gives it a nice feeling to the volume, and I'm going to enjoy reading through these. obviously being a magazine of its time, it's probably going to come across as quite quirky in its stories and presentation of those stories and the characters involved. But it is, as they say, of its time, and it's going to be a nice fun read. And at some point I hope to be able to pick up a couple of the other volumes in this series as we go along. The reading pile is quite large, so it'll probably take me a while to get around to doing that, but I will probably enjoy getting the other volumes in the series. And yeah, that'll be a really fun series, I think, to have the collected editions, and they'll look particularly fantastic, I think, on any comic book collector's shelf. So there we go, just a quick flick through Atlas Comics Library number 2, Venus. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm going to pop that to one side, grab the other book, which will now be the Spectre, Wrath of the Spectre Omnibus. So see you in a mo. Right, here we are with the second book, and that's the aforementioned Spectre, Wrath of the Spectre Omnibus. Nice hardback edition. I've taken the shrink wrap off this already because it was so tightly shrink wrapped it would have taken up about 10 minutes of time, and did indeed take quite a while to get the shrink wrapping off carefully, and that probably would have made for a very embarrassing and boring video. As I say, nice hardback edition. Retails at $99.99. When I purchased this about last week, which was round about the tail end of June, beginning of July, it had been reduced to about 60 odd pounds. So at the moment it's got quite a good reduction on Amazon. So hence the reason I decided to treat myself and pick that up. Got a lovely dust jacket. I've got a nice image underneath the dust jacket, so let's just slide that off for the moment, move that out of the way, and we'll flip that over and we'll have a little flick through that in a minute. It says here that we have got printed from the 1970s. Spectre resurfaced in the 1970s for all new, sometimes controversial stories. Some demonstrating the true power of his vengeance. Okay, we have here Showcase 60, 61 and 64, The Brave and the Bold 72, 75, 116, 180 and 199, The Spectre 1 to 10, Wrath of the Spectre, which I think was a 4-issue series that reprinted the following things, which are the Adventure Comics 431 and 440, and then I think Wrath of the Spectre was the only issue that had an original story in there, which is why they haven't reprinted Wrath of the Spectre 1, 2 and 3, because it reprinted the Adventure Comics storylines. We got DC Comic Presents 29 and Ghosts 97 to 99. Now I know there's a second printing of Spectre stories coming out in paperback from DC under their DC Finest banner. I don't think that reprints everything that appears in this book, but interestingly enough, the paperback edition, which is coming out I think later this year in that DC Finest series, actually prints All-Star Squadron 27, I think it was, and 28, which aren't reprinted in this volume for some reason. So don't know what that is. The cynic in me thinks perhaps that DC want you to buy 2 volumes of the same thing, but hey ho, that's the way it goes. As collectors, I'm sure we'll probably buy both editions. Right, okay, let's have a little look through this, and I'm probably going to have to pick that up to do that because it is a very weighty tome, very weighty book, and these are on gloss paper. We've got gloss paper printing in this one, so it makes it very, very heavy. Now, Showcase 60, 61 and 64, I have actually got the actual comics, so it's actually quite nice to have these reprinted in a collected edition, because it does save me having not to get my actual comics out and read those. It means I've now got them in an edition that I can use to read and not worry about anything happening to the actual comic books themselves. There's a Brave and the Bold story there, which I haven't got. I have got the adventure comic ones, and I have got one or two of the others reprinted in it, but I haven't got everything. So not only does it help me have to not read my more valuable originals, but it also helps having the rest of the storylines in one go as well. So we'll just have a little flick through all of the many pages that I can look at in here quickly. Absolutely fantastic printing on here, very bright, really brings out the colours. Yeah, super stuff. Really pleased to get this. As I say, when I picked it up, it was on a reduction in price on Amazon, so it may still be on reduction, and you may still be able to find it at a good price. But you have to sometimes strike while the iron's hot and go for it, and otherwise you miss your window of opportunity to get such lovely books. I say, I think I have got the adventure comic ones in my collection, or did I sell them some years ago? Possibly, actually, come to think of it, I may have sold those. I haven't looked through the comic boxes for some time, so I can't always remember what I have in the collection. As you do, you end up buying stuff, selling stuff, and then you end up buying stuff back when you can afford to have it back. I may just only have the Wrath of the Spectre series that they did in, I think, the 80s, when they reprinted the adventure comic stuff in a limited series. But yes, absolutely brilliant stuff. Another Brave and the Bold there. And there we go. And obviously some bios at the back. Yep, there we go. That was the little series. There we go. That's why. Yeah, number 4 had all new stories in there, where 1, 2, and 3, as I say, reprinted the adventure comic stories. So that's why. There we go. I think that was yeah, there we go. That was the start of that, and that reprinted those. And then yeah, those were all new stories in that one. So there we go. Brilliant. Absolutely wonderful book. I have to be very careful when picking up these books because they are so heavy. There we go. So we've got Spectre, and there it is with its dust jacket, and then the Venus book from the Atlas Comic Library. 2 hardback weighty books, and say one a present from Alan. Again, shout out to Alan, thank you very much, do appreciate that. And a little treat to myself, just solely because I didn't want to miss out on getting such a wonderful looking book. I probably, if I see the DC Finest Spectre volume coming out at a decent price, I'll probably end up picking that up just so I can have the 1 or 2 stories that aren't printed in this edition. But at the moment, this edition is a fantastic book to have, and again, I'm really pleased to pick that up. Well, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed these flick through these 2 volumes. So the video was running a little bit late. Again, life got in the way, but I've managed to get this video out and on, and hopefully in the middle of the week I may have a sort of mini haul video. I've picked up a few discs of films and a few other little bits, so I may have a little bit of a mini haul video to post sort of midweek, and we'll go from there. Thank you for watching. Please please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this, or indeed if you want to see more of Roxy the cat. And I'll speak to you again soon, and take care. Bye now.